In a previous short that I released, I asked folks to guess what we were building. One person said a giant slingshot, another said gallows. Neither were correct. We're building a greenhouse. It's not that big of news, but it's something that we will need going forward. We looked at the old greenhouse my in-laws used to use, but it was in pretty rough shape. The tarp had deteriorated and was tattered and torn, leaving the inside exposed. The frame of its structure was not anchored to the ground, so it created gaps in the doors. Having served its purpose over the years, we didn't initially want to build a new one from scratch, so our idea was to build new end walls and use the existing PVC and cover it with a new tarp. Shelly and I grabbed some random existing lumber from the barn.
What are they?
Big.
Where'd they come from?
Old house.
Oh, okay.
We really need to cut all this up, I guess, and try to figure out what's usable, what's not usable.
I think we could probably at least build the prototype end, and then we'll know what we're doing for the other one, right?
Yes.
That's not a bad harvest from the barn.
Hey, look, Tucker has a stick.
Tucker! Nice stick, man.
We decided gambrel-style end walls would provide more structure for the door and hopefully stay in place a little longer than they previously did. With no real written plan in place, we got to measuring, cutting, and securing the lumber together with screws. It was fun to figure out the angles for the wood that would make up the rafters of the end wall.
Yeah, 22.5 your angle, we think. We hope.
Shelly is the one that did all the layout based off of trying to find the angles for the gambrel-style roof, or at least on the ends anyway. And she watched a guy on YouTube, which honestly, it totally made sense. And so when we got cutting them, we made our angles at 22.5 degrees. So 22.5 degree angle all the way around, supposed to come out and actually make up technically 180 degrees, but it really didn't come out to be 180. It came out to be a little more than that. We were never going to get 12 feet out of this gambrel style roof. Yeah, it would have made basically like an octagon. And so Shelly went back, we redid the math. It's not 22.5. It's 15 degrees.
Maybe. I mean, it looks close enough for
Maybe.
a greenhouse.
So we're laying it out on the floor, and I think, again, we're not building a house. We're not living in this thing. Just plants are, so they just got to survive, right? So this is what we did. We recut them.
Oh, no!
That is way out of square now. All right,
Reset.
square this up.
Oh, no, we were closer before. Oh, here, this one's off.
All right, so recut them. 15 there. 15 there. 15 there. And there. And with the big square. That makes 90. Are we right? Are we good?
Sure. Well, we're certainly closer to 12 feet. Okay, or 11'9".
It says here you're fast with math. Extremely. That's impressive. What's 31 times 17? 47. It's not even close, but it was fast.
We didn't get it right at first, but we finally figured out the math and where we went wrong in the first place. Zipping right along, we framed the roof portion as well as a new door and frames for either some fans or windows, whichever we decided to put in. After the day was done, we had one wall finished. Our plan was to mill some lumber from old telephone poles to make the other wall, but the mill sat for 2 years and needed some work to get it back running again. With the mill down, we decided to do what we could, which was level a pad site for the greenhouse. Leveling took us 2 days, and after looking at the freshly graded ground, I remembered a YouTube video that I had seen. Here's a disclaimer: watching YouTube could make your projects bigger than you originally planned. I had seen Farmer Jesse at No-Till Growers build a hands-free washing station and thought that would be a cool thing to have by the greenhouse. I knew it wouldn't take much more effort to level another few feet, since it'll never be easier than right now, right? So we decided to go for it. We changed the plan entirely and decided to build a greenhouse with wood, not PVC, plastic roof panels, not tarps, sidewalls, and windows. We are even going to build a porch on the front of the greenhouse that will include the hands-free washing station. Now we're pursuing Greenhouse Winging It 2.0. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can watch us make it up as we go. Who knows how long it will take us or how many new features we will add along the way. If you have any suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comments.